is going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and what are we doing here? Yes, we are doing our first controller mod. Now, this is not going to be a typical mod, and it's not really a pure aesthetics mod either. By not a typical mod, I mean that this isn't going to be a rapid-fire mod. It's not going to be anything that will really, help you cheat in a game or anything like that. So it's safe to say that this is Xbox Live safe. It's not going to, get you banned or anything like that. And it's not a pure aesthetics mod. We're not going to be, changing only how the controller looks, but we're going to be changing, the feel and the performance of it. So, first off, right here, we got a standard stock Xbox 360 controller. Everything right here, we're good to go. As you can see, this thing's never been opened as well. And nothing really too bad about it, of course, but here's the controller I've been using for the past about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Now, if you're not really noticing a huge difference, and I'm not making it obvious, I've changed the thumbsticks on here. You see, here I'm using more domed, mushroom-style shaped ones, like the PlayStation. Here I am using PlayStation-style thumbsticks, and the rotation, the smoothness and all that, feels really the same, to be honest. Not really too much of a difference, but I can say, it is more comfortable playing like this, and I haven't noticed, I don't know, I've played mostly single-player games. That's more my play style. I play a lot of single-player. But I did notice that it was more comfortable, and it's supposed to be more precision based, and it's supposed to give you some more performance in game, which is what we're looking for. This was actually noticed. Woody's Gamertag mentioned it in a video, but it was noticed that these thumbsticks were actually better than the Xbox stock thumbsticks, due to the fact that at one point when Call of Duty went pro, they brought it on the PS3 as well, and people noticed that because of these style of thumbsticks, just how they're domed and everything, they're more performance-based. Like, you'll get better performance, more accuracy, and they're just more comfortable in general. So that's really what was noticed. Now, I will show you, these ones are not, 100%, they're not legit ones. I actually have a PS3 controller right here, and as you can see, these thumbsticks are actually bigger, which personally I like on the Xbox controller. But these ones, they're not the stock Sony ones, as you can see right here. Now, I'm going to show you what all you'll need for this. So first off, it's a really cheap mod to do. You'll need a T8 security screwdriver. If you can see right here, I'll have it zoom in right there. If it's focusing at all, it kind of doesn't want to focus, but as you can see, there is a hole inside of the screwdriver itself, and you'll need that to get into your controller. So this was about $2 on eBay. I bought all this stuff when I was over at my parents' house recently, just because I was a bit bored over there, so decided to tinker with this. So you'll need that. That should set you back maybe $2, and you'll need some thumbsticks. Now, I ordered brand new thumbsticks off eBay, and you can get them for pretty cheap, just less than $3, I would say. I ordered mine in packs. Or, if you have an old controller that you're not using, you could just take that apart. Now, I'm not going to show you how to take apart a PlayStation controller, because I will not be doing that. But, if you have a PlayStation 2 or even a PS1 controller, you can use the thumbsticks off of that, because all of the thumbstick ports are the same on the PS1, 2, and 3, along with on the 360 controller, which is really nice. So, if you have a controller that you don't care about, you can take it apart, but I do like this controller, so I'm going to be setting it to the side, and we are going to be getting this controller modded up. One thing I do like that many people really don't cover about this mod actually is, it's actually aesthetics, really. I personally think it looks nicer. I think it blends better with, the black controller and such. And I'm going to show you, because these are the thumbsticks. Let me find them first. These are the thumbsticks that I took off a controller. Actually this controller. Now see, once they wear down a lot and everything, I also take my controllers, in my backpack, I'll take them to friends' houses or work or anything like that. But if you look at this right here, you see there's some scuffing right there that you can see, and it's like holes in the thumbstick. This is just, from the thumbstick kind of being beat up. Like, I could probably, dig in there with my nail and pick that out. But this is like if I throw it into my backpack and it gets, rustled against some stuff. That comes out, and trust me, you can feel that when you're playing a game, and it gets really annoying. Also, I just don't like how these thumbsticks feel over time once they're worn down, so You know, out with the old, in with the new. So I'll go ahead and show you all how to do this on one of these controllers. So we're going to put this one to the side, and we're going to work on this controller. Now first off, what you want to do is flip over the controller, pull out the battery pack. We do not want any power going through this. And this serial number right here, the bottom sticker, if it has not already been taken off, you want to just pull that off. And we don't need that anymore because I've never had to send in a controller for warranty or anything. But we have 7 screws that we want to remove. We have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 1 right here, which we just revealed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start unscrewing them. Alright, now that we have all the screws out, you want to just make sure you have all the screws to a side somewhere, and we're going to start taking the controller apart. Now you want to be careful, just make sure, you know, nothing goes flying out anywhere, and these buttons might come out, but if they come out, that's cool, because, I mean, you should know where the buttons are anyways. But what you want to do is just start taking it apart. One thing you can do, it's always kind of iffy taking this apart, but you can kind of just start cracking it there. And I know it kind of seems like you might be breaking it if this is your first time doing it. To be honest, this is actually my second time doing it. But these controllers are pretty sturdy. And there we go. Pretty painless, as you can see. So right here we have everything. And then here, you know, we got the 2 rumble wheels, well, rumble packs, I guess. And mainly these right here. So first, what you want to do, just press down on your controller, make sure you got some pressure on it, pull out one thumbstick there, should actually come out very easily, and pull out the other one, and there you go, you got these revealed, you're good to go. Now what you want to do is go ahead and take out your new PS3 or just regular PlayStation thumbsticks, whatever you want to call them. These are supposed to be for PS2, PS3 as labeled on eBay, but it really doesn't matter. We're not going to get too into it. Anyways, what you want to do is go ahead, pull these out. I'm going to go ahead, drop my old thumbsticks in here, so I will not be using them again. And we're going to push them off to the side. Now, you got these 2 new ones right here. Now there's 2 things you can do. One thing you could do is you could just kind of push this back on, and the way to get it is, if you can notice right here, there is a line right there. You want to have that going directly down the middle. So if you have that going directly down and you feel it and it's good to go and it's clicking, you should be okay. You can go ahead and do this to the other one. Now there's 2 ways you could do it. You could try and align it, or you could just kind of rotate it until it goes in. Either way will really work, because you'll get it in eventually. But there, that one's in. So you're good to go on each one. Now, if you have, official Sony ones, you're going to have to put your controller back together, but when you put everything back in, here is the thing, you're going to have to push in, a little bit, apply a bit of pressure. Now, because these are third-party sticks, and they are a bit bigger, I could not get them through without fearing that I would break the logic board of the controller. There was just no way I could do it. So this is what I'm going to do. For each one, what I would do is you take one, you just go right here, and you're going to have to just force it in. Like so. And it's going to take a bit of pressure. You might feel like you're breaking the controller, but this is just part of it. And there we go, see? That one, I'm going to try and make sure the buttons don't come out, but that one went in. It doesn't look pretty at all, but don't worry, we're going to make it look, nice. And we'll go ahead and do that with the other one. So again, this is mainly because I'm using third-party ones, which are still great, but they're just a bit bigger. Just barely enough that they will not go through if I have them directly on the logic board. So we got to apply some more direct pressure, like so, and that one goes through, as you can see. Now, if you're at this stage with the controller where you only have, the shell out, but you have everything inside, you got these two thumbsticks inside, now you're going to have to actually drop everything in and get it aligned. So with this, if you're doing it my method, we're going to have to twist and align, which is a bit harder to do, but it's definitely manageable. As I've done it once, so I should be able to do it again. Now, when putting everything back together, what I do... Please bear with me. First, I drop the motors into these positions right here, so the rumble motors. Just drop in here, you should be good to go. And now, with the actual thumbsticks, you want to make sure, everything's properly aligned, everything's good to go. You just want to go ahead, drop it in if you can. Now, it might feel like you're breaking it at first, but only what you can do is come over here. I come to the other side just to make sure I have the alignment proper and start, twisting. And this one, bam, we already got it. So we're good to go. This one, we got a twist, push in, and bam, we got that as well. So we got both of them aligned up properly, and we're already done pretty much. See how painless that was? So what I do is I do a button check first off, check the thumbsticks, make sure they feel right. Check the D-pad. The buttons right here, bumpers, triggers, everything seems to be feeling right. If it feels a bit loose, don't worry about that. We're going to test it as well. But if it's feeling a bit loose, don't worry too much. That is just because we don't have the screws in there. Now, as you can see, we have everything in there and we have it properly aligned. You can look, because if you see right there, the vertical line is just going straight down. Same right here. So, as I said, if they can move around properly, if it feels right, it's really a feeling. If it feels right and you can push down, you're good to go. So again, doing another button check, and that's about it. So we're going to go ahead, screw everything back in, and we should be ready. Alright, so bam, that is it. We can go ahead, flip it around, and if you were having any issues or if you had any fears with the controller, not feeling right, most of the time, just throwing those 7 screws back in is going to fix it. I can definitely say, this controller feels solid once again, feels like it's good to go, and testing out the joysticks here, the buttons also feel more responsive now that everything's screwed back in. And, also the sync button, can't forget about that. But finally, I guess the last thing we can do, we can go ahead, pop in my battery pack from here, and it lights up, so it looks like everything's working, everything's good to go. Anyways, that's it. Congratulations, less than $5 and a few minutes later, and you now have some nice looking thumbsticks and some nice feeling thumbsticks on your Xbox controller. So we got the PlayStation thumbsticks going on the Xbox controller, and I personally like the feel. I really do. I think it's more comfortable. I thought the mod was worth it, definitely, for the price. But that's really all you need to do it. I just want to make a straightforward tutorial with it because there were people that really didn't cover it too well. But anyways, that's it. So, we got the white one right here. We got the black one here. And 2 360 controllers with the thumbsticks modded. So, we're good to go on that. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario, signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.